What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nice and Easy coming back with another video. Now today we'll be doing something a little bit different again. We won't be talking about Jordans, about retros, about basketball shoes. We'll be talking about another lifestyle shoe. But the reason why I really want to talk about this shoe today, it's a lot different from just being a shoe, about being a piece of style and apparel. It represents a cause for me that is much greater than us, much greater than a lot of things we talk about, and it's about something that we definitely take for granted. It's something I feel very strongly about and I get very emotional about. But before we get into all of that, let's get into the review of the shoe. Right here, see the box, it's another Adidas Ultraboost. This is the classic Ultraboost box. Right here, as you can see, Ultraboost Parley Limited. This is the collaboration between Adidas and Parley for the Oceans. Parley is an organization that strives to save and protect the oceans. It's not necessarily a bunch of environmental experts or people within that degree. They bring together many different people who have the passion, who want to save the oceans. It's just a bunch of people like you, me, that want to get together, want to help protect and help educate about how to save the oceans. Now here's the shoe, and bang. Now before we get into all the environmental stuff, let me just say this is a really clean shoe. It's not really necessarily a white, not necessarily a blue. It's a white and blue sort of mix. It's a very nice mix of colors. An all prime knit upper. This is actually the Ultraboost Clima, which can be seen by the much thinner and much more stretchy version of prime knit. Much bigger perforations all around. The cage featured is a prime knit cage, probably with some sort of support throughout to make it a bit harder. But inside we also see those big perforations. Even the heel cup is prime knit with a blue design. Now this is a very nice shoe. It's a very clean shoe. This is a great summer shoe. Oh, that all blue and white upper right here on the tongue, white laces, Parley Adidas. We go into the white boost on the bottom, white Continental outsole. Now this is perfect for the summertime. This is perfect with a pair of shorts. You can wear these with pants. I don't really see a style that you can't wear these with because it's such a clean shoe, such a nice colorway. Now that's going to be it for the review. I'll just keep it short. But now I want to talk about something that means much more than this shoe. It's actually what this shoe represents. This is a shoe that is made entirely of ocean plastics. The ocean plastic was spun, converted into the thread that was used to make the prime knit. Now, for every pair of Parley Ultraboost, it's the equivalent of preventing 11 plastic bottles from getting into the ocean. Now, why is this such a powerful message to me? Because ever since I was a kid, ever since I was young, the environment and wildlife is something that I felt very passionately about. It's a field in life that I want to pursue and I want to help protect. Now, as I grew older and that love matured, it grew to a love of the ocean, it grew to a love for marine life. Now, why do I feel so strongly about the ocean? Because the ocean is a part of our world that I believe is very, very unappreciated. For millions of years that humans have been on the earth, we have felt that the ocean is such a vast and infinite area of space with unlimited amount of resources that we take for granted that it's still a finite area and it's still an expendable resource, meaning that what it has to give will run out potentially. We've polluted it, we've overfished it, we've abused the ocean, and it's not what it was. Just talking about what Parley's trying to do here, trying to reduce all the plastics. Millions upon millions of pounds of plastic and trash end up in the ocean, and that actually has a direct effect on us. When we throw the plastics and our trash into the ocean, it creates all sorts of problems, changes the pH, changes the temperature, which then affects wildlife. When the wildlife is affected, the fish ingest these plastics and ingest these toxins. This therefore reaches us because we eat the fish. These toxins get in our bodies. These can cause different problems, from poisoning even all the way up to cancer. Now, this is all very complicated issues that affect us very drastically. But aside from that, I feel very powerful because it's how we destroyed the ocean. Thousands upon thousands of animals die every day, as we can see, not just from plastics, not just from pollution, from abuse, overfishing. Wildlife isn't the same. Populations are thinning, from all the way from sardines all the way to the big fish like sharks. Our oceans are not what they were, and it's our fault. I feel very strongly about movements like these because they show that in the mainstream world there are efforts to try to call out people, to try to call out people like us to take a stand, to take initiative, to even represent ourselves and call out that we have to protect the oceans. Not everybody is a hardcore environmentalist. Not everybody will go out to the ocean. Not everybody will go out to sea, risk their lives. But of course, that's understandable. But in protecting this world, we have to do our part. Just remember, if the ocean dies, this whole world will die. The earth is made of 70% water. And 70% of that water, 90% is the ocean, are the oceans. I don't know if people understand that how much we rely on that ocean. A lot of the oxygen from the earth doesn't come from the ground plants. It comes from the plants underwater. I don't know if you knew that, but that's how much all this means. Without the ocean, we die. We have to do our part in our little ways. Recycle your plastics. Even segregating them properly will go into a big way. If you can be creative, do DIYs with your plastics. Don't necessarily throw them away. Don't throw them aside on the street. We all have to do our part in protecting the environment because this is the world we live in. We don't have any other place to live in. This is our one place. This is the one place we can live in. This is the one place we have to take care of. This is our home. As a community of people, the earth is our home, and we have to do our part in protecting it, and protecting our home, and protecting each other. It's not simple, it's not easy, but we can all do something in our own little ways. And I just love what the shoe represents. I love that it's entirely made of recycled materials. I think when Adidas came out with the uncaged Parley Ultraboost, the very first one, they came out with 5,000 to 7,000 pairs. I don't know exactly how many, but by the end of 2017, the aim was to create 1 million pairs. That's a lot of shoes, and that's a lot of plastic that's out of the ocean. Now I believe it's by 2020, 2025, somewhere within those years, that Adidas aims to have, I think, 90% of all their thread materials be made, or for their shoes be made out of the recycled ocean plastics, and I just love that movement. I hope other mainstream brands join that movement to create their projects from materials like this. Because look at this. This is a fire shoe. Going aside from all the other details again, this is just a fire shoe. All the other Parley, they're just great. They're just great pieces of work, and I love all the designs. I love the colors. It just proves, and the price is the same. So it just proves to the different mainstream companies, why not invest into getting into these kinds of technology, creating different styles from recycled materials, because that's going to be, because factories, mainstream brands, big industries are a big part of the pollution that is caused. So why not make up for that by recycling, by being able to produce materials that comes from that pollution, just so we can help the world, so we can help this world out. So I'm actually having a really hard time finding words, because this is a very dear topic to me. Do you guys have any questions about the environment, about oceans? I'll try to answer your questions. Just leave it in the comments. I definitely implore everyone to support Parley and Adidas. For people watching in the States, there's actually the Parley Run for the Oceans. All proceeds of that will go into education and teaching ocean protection, ocean cleanliness to schools in the Maldives. They'll teach them how to protect the oceans, keep the oceans clean, and how to maintain and how to just maintain and just how to protect, just overall how to protect the oceans. So I definitely recommend anyone who can join that to join that. If all of you can pick up this pair, this is quite an expensive pair, even more expensive than the normal Ultraboost. But if you're looking to downsize in price, there will be a couple more Ultraboosts that come out. Also Parleys in the normal Ultraboost price. They're the normal cage Ultraboost, not the Climbers. But if you guys want a pair of Climbers, definitely check this out. Definitely try to pick it up. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a long video, but I hope you all understand that this is a topic that's very important to me and should be very important to everyone, that we need to come together, we need to help protect the oceans, we need to help protect the environment of the world we live in, because this is our home and this is the place we live in. So I won't extend this video any longer. It's going to be all for today, guys. I hope all of you get a chance to check these out. Cop them if you can. Aside from all the environmental stands this thing represents, it's just a fire shoe. So that's going to be it for today, guys. As I always tell you, take it slow, take it easy. It's been your boy, Nice and Easy. I am out.